2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's go time, everyone. Let's head out onto the course. G'day, mates. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And out on the course bringing us all the action this week is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. And Rich, I'm excited about this day ahead. There's a rivalry brewing between our featured player and another one out on the course. But first, please give us some insight into this course.
Copperhead, does that sound like a friendly kind of snake to you? Something that you want to go up and pet and kind of hang out with and pal around and show your friend? Yeah, no, neither would I. Yeah. That's what you get when you go to the Copperhead golf course. I mean, it swirls back and forth. It winds in and out. And it's probably, I think, one of the hardest driving golf courses we have on the PGA Tour. The guys who drive it straight, they love it. You know, obviously iron game and all that's important, but I think it comes down to if you drive it well, you're going to have more opportunities to find these smallish type greens. But again, there's nothing really super friendly or fun about a golf course named after a lethal snake that lives in the water. Yeah, no thanks.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. She should be stoked with that. That could have ended up in the sand, and now it's within the range. Oh, this is exciting. A putt for an eagle. What a putt that was.
Just what you want to see. That is a heck of a start right there. Love to see it.
And after that hole, she shares top spot with Tom Kim. Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort. Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
It's never a surprise when you speak this player's name. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
7 feet to the cup. But if you take a look at our standings, she is in top spot on the leaderboard, but has Tom Kim right behind her. Rich, it's a challenge, to say the very least, the third hole.
Yes, most players aren't going to take out driver as they just want to lay it back of the water that creeps out on the right-hand side. From there, it shortens up the second shot, believe it or not, to a green that pitches from right to left fairly severely. Your misses can't be out to the right with your second shot. That is a no-no.
Oh, well played. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Sitting up here from about 155. It's a green seeker. Well, usually Tony Finau is the tall order, but after that shot, I think beating it and getting inside it is the new tall order. What an approach.
She's currently sitting in first place. The fourth hole, the first of the par threes on the property, and you've got to be dialed in on your number.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
Going with the 7. Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt. Put a good stroke on this one. Gee, it's got some good speed about it. Oh, that's a great putt. Did everything but drop. Now 2 shots up after that one. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 fifth is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Always frustrated by missing a green.
Airmailed the green with that approach.
She's standing over her 4th shot. It's a well-played chip shot there. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The tee shot also critical here at the par 4 6th at 455 yards.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip, and unless you work your tee shot from left to right, a high soft shot, you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green.
Going with the pitching wedge here. This would be a great up and down. And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
This for par.
Just a short putt remaining here. She finds herself with a share of the lead. Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left, and you'll be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. John, what's the line on this putt?
This one looks like it's going to break right to left.
You know what they say, never up, never in. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And with that, she's now the sole leader in the event. Well, if you haven't felt snake-bitten already, the 8th at 230 yards, Rich, will certainly get you.
Everybody loves a 230-yard par 3, don't we, Luke? They're just wonderful, wonderful designs, and I'm laughing because this is nearly impossible. This green is just a sliver up there. A high shot moving a little bit from left to right is an absolute must on this par 3.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. This putt for par here. This is a good chance. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Ball striking continues to be the order of the day as the players arrive on the 9th tee, a par 4.
Yes, just thread those bunkers off the tee shot somehow with the driver. Second shot is going to be straight back up the hill. And once again, with the pin position over on the right-hand side, players will be unable to see where their golf ball pitches. This is a quality par 4.
This shot from 120 yards. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
And as we transition into the back nine, Rich, what are you seeing out there so far?
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Oh, absolutely flushed. Time for the second shot at the 10th. Nicely done. A chance to move to 5 under par. And Henny, what's she looking at for this putt?
She's got 10 feet, her favourite distance from today.
Time to take a look at the leaderboard now, and she is leading the way with Tom Kim chasing in second place. Very few parts of the golf course make you feel comfortable, but chance of birdie at 11.
Finally, we have a birdie hole. Just avoid that bunker down the left-hand side. Find the right-hand side of the fairway. And you can go ahead and chase one up there. Even if you can't get it on the green in 2, that front bunker is not a bad leave. But beware, there are some trees over on the right-hand side that could block you out.
Toot, toot. There's Tom the Tank Engine. Don't we love Tom Kim? He has got some go in him.
He's got all kinds of giddy up in him. Yeah, he's just a breath of fresh air, isn't he? Young kid out there having some fun, playing the game that he loves. And it shows. He's out there smiling, laughing, engaging with the fans. You know, it's refreshing. It's nice to see that because, you know, the PGA Tour can be so cutthroat at times, and yet you have this young kid out there who's just happy to be here, but he's happy to be here and winning.
Would it be nice to make this putt? This is for eagle. Henny, take us through this putt. What's she facing?
You can be positive with this because it's up the hill and moving left to right.
Oh, that one started on a pretty handy line. Has it got enough pace? No. So close. Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. Currently 6 under for the event. Well, a birdie's also in your heart, standing on the 12th tee. A short par 4, Rich. Decisions to be made?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
She's standing over her second shot. Wow, what a shot.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. Lucky 13 for some. This par 3 plays 200 yards.
Luke, I've never seen a green in golf repel more golf balls than the 13th here at Innisbrook. It's like it's made out of Gore-Tex. Golf balls just don't stay on it. It is really one of the hardest shots at this Innisbrook golf course.
Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
Got to admire that talent. Just green after green in regulation.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Oh, he's up, Tiger. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This one is for par.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. The second of the back 9, par 5's Rich 14. There's plenty to it.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. You find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
I think this one's a rough bound. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Here she goes again, making putt after putt. Her lead just keeps extending. And with that, she'll move to 7 under par. Incredible. Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
Yeah, good job. This wind is getting up out here.
Oh, a 9-foot chance here.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Ooh. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. The 16th hole, right in the middle of the snake pit here at the Copperhead course. Par 4 measuring over 450 yards.
There's some trees over on the right-hand side that you want to take it just left of to find the center of the fairway. From there, you're going to go in with a mid-iron to a really small green. A high, soft shot is required to hold this green.
And this shot from about 150 yards out. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. And Henny, what's she looking at for this putt?
Setting up this putt 22 feet from the cup.
Come on, don't be shy.
You've got to like the look of this. Yes, the putt drops. Beautiful. And that will take her to 8 under. The final hole of the snake pit, an uphill par 3. Again, 210 plus yards.
The final challenging par 3 on this golf course. Good news is, though, is the green funnels in from both the right and left edges. Most shots are going to end up right in the center of this green.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Not too sure what happened there. That's a very uncharacteristic mistake.
Good putters will make these right on 5 feet. Now 4 shots up after that hole. We've made our way to the final tee here of Innisbrook's Copperhead course, and Rich, no real reprieve.
Not at all. Tee shots have to favor the right-hand side, staying short of those bunkers down the right. The bunkers on the left will see a lot of action, and good luck getting it on the green from there. This green is probably one of the nastiest on the golf course, as it's got a severe tilt from back to front and left to right as well. This is truly one of the best par 4 finishing holes on the PGA Tour.
Oh, no one likes a plug lie. Really, just getting it out of the bunker is a big deal here. Here is her 4th. Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Signing off with a bogey. And that there is the completion of a very nice day's work. Has the lead, Rich.
Right where she expects herself to be all the way through. It was a good round, but just a slim lead.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. .2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. And we've got final round coverage coming your way right now. Hi, I'm Luke Elvey. Delightful to have your company once again. Well, Rich, it's all set up for a great finale to this event. Our featured player out in front, but not by much though. And Tom Kim, he'll be ready to pounce if there's any misstep by the leader.
Any lead is a great lead, and this player has been head and shoulders above the rest of the field. Hopefully another really good day of golf ahead of us.
She's been able to get that one going in the air, and it's off and running. Let's see how the day plays out. Coming fresh off a win, this player's looking to go back-to-back here.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the player is firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. That is a delightful bunker shot, Beamer. Putting for birdie here. In she goes. Let's head to the next.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Teeing off on the par 4 second now.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
That looked a little wayward. That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. That's a wonderfully played chip shot there. Can she make her par on this one? Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Currently 8 under for the tournament. And we've arrived now at the third. It's a par 4. Bit disappointing, that one. That's well executed. This one's heading towards the green. Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. And he's down there. You got a read?
So, straight for the most part, with a little bit of left at the end.
That's a great effort from there.
Fantastic start right out of the gate.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
Going with the 6-iron here.
That one's headed right and staying right.
Sitting at 9 under par. Currently in the lead. Beauty of a chip shot there. She has this remaining for her par. The putt drops, and we're moving on. And hole number 5 is a par 5. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent.
Absolutely tattooed that drive.
Terrific approach and a chance for a birdie here on the 5th.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
That's making a big statement here today.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip. And unless you work your tee shot from left to right, a high, soft shot, you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green.
That was a beauty.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
7 feet to the cup.
Who doesn't love a birdie putt?
We've arrived now at the 7th and the par 4. Oh, well done. Okay, that'll work. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This has got loads of movement right to left, this one.
She'll take it. Big breaking putt, not easy to read. This is going to be an easy par, though.
Well, this is an impressive display by our leader. Now out by 6 shots over the field. We've arrived now at the par 3/8. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
She's been reading it intensely. She's got 16 feet now.
And that puts her in first place. Par 4, 9th hole here. Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting up from about 100 yards.
That's a high-quality approach shot, that one. Well done by her. Just 10 feet to the cup here.
Looking for another birdie here.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
And Rich, that back-to-back win could be within reach here. This player can just gain a few more strokes on the inward half.
Winning last week, this player's full of confidence, and rightly so.
This would be a great up and down. And this one is for her par. And that was a bogey by our leader. So the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. Well, our leader is playing some outstanding golf here now, 8 ahead of the rest of the field. On the tee of the 11th, a par 5.
She is locked in here. I think she might be going for it.
She's a fair way out here, but I think she's going for the green. Oh, right by the hole. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
That's the way to bounce back. Good way to make up for the bogey at the last. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard. After that, let's head to the 12th hole.
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little. And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Not a fun putt to line up, going down the hill and moving to the left.
She's got a par putt here. Let's see if she can make it. leading by 9 strokes after that one. The 13th is a par 3.
Luke, this tee shot is about as hard as 8th grade algebra. It is absolutely mind-bending. It doesn't look like much, but that green absolutely... I think the green is made out of Gore-Tex. It repels golf balls.
Going with the 5-iron here. Yeah, nicely played. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
She's been reading this like a book. 22 foot she's got.
Oh, she couldn't have done much better with that. She'll take that. 4 feet to the cup.
Who doesn't love a par putt?
Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead. On the tee now, the par 5, 14th.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. You find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
Good play there, Rich. I like it a lot.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
Here's a good chance to move to 14 under with this putt. Henny, take us through this putt. What's she facing?
This putt is breaking right to left.
Just a short putt remaining here. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off here at the 15th hole. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
This one's heading on a pretty nice line, I feel. Starting to work its way towards the cup. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. On the tee now, the par 4, 16th.
There's some trees over on the right-hand side that you want to take it just left of to find the center of the fairway. From there, you're going to go in with a mid-iron to a really small green. A high, soft shot is required to hold this green.
That was wonderfully done. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
She's got 150 yards to this flag.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Henny's down there. You got a read?
I'm down here, I've done the read, and this is a left to righter.
Oh, she's hit a good putt here. Like the look of the line. Come on. Oh, what a bonus.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Well, that's a phenomenal performance. The lead is now out to 10 shots. Incredible. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Opting for the 5-iron. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Currently 15 under par for the event. Welcome to the par 4 18th. That's a tad disappointing, isn't it? Always think about taking one more club when playing to an elevated green. Did she take enough club here? Don't think so. Well, it's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
Shocking. A missed green in regulation.
Everything on the line with this putt for her. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This one, this is testing. A big right to left slope.
Not the end of the world. There's another chance here to close out the victory. And there's your Valspar Championship champion, Rich. What a week.
Absolutely. Great playing all week long. Must say it was a hard-fought but well-earned victory.
And Rich, you know all about this. It's hard just to win once on the PGA Tour, but going back-to-back.
Such a hard thing to do, carrying momentum from one week into the next, but getting it done at the day's end. Truly, truly magnificent.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.